Welcome back to Shopping with Me and my CX Brain, and today we're going to get tatted. I am auditing INKBOX, and it's such a cool brand and just so interesting how many people use this. I've seen this actually like ads and like kind of all over the place, but didn't realize like how big it was, but it makes sense. This is actually a website where you can go and get temporary tattoos, and it could be used for so many different ways, but a lot of people will get them to see if they want to actually get a tattoo or not. And it's just like very interesting and nostalgic too, because everyone remembers like growing up and having those temporary tattoos and putting the washcloth on your temporary tattoo and like feeling really cool. Like it's an adult version of that. And I think that a lot of brands are leaning into this like nostalgia. You guys know what I mean. But it's so cool to see different things where it's not your typical product or something that you are going to have for a long time, but something fun and very interesting because it's just very different. So if you've seen my content before and you want to like, comment, subscribe, it really, really helps the channel. And don't forget to hit that little notification button so that you'll never miss a video. And we're going to get right into it. So I pulled up the website. I don't think there was a pop-up. I might have accidentally already X'd out of it, but this is what the website looks like right now. There is a little gift down here that says get a free tattoo. So I'm going to click on that and see what happens. Okay, so now this pop-up. If this had popped up, I definitely would have remembered it. So I don't think this had popped up before. But get a free tattoo. You've got 3 coupon codes to share with your friends. Spend it wisely. Refer a friend to INKBOX and you'll get a free tattoo. So very interesting that they are using their referral program as their pop-up. I would think that they would get more conversions with just kind of like a typical like join our email list, or here's 10% off, or here's honestly like a free tattoo for joining our email list. I'm sure that they would collect more emails and SMS, but we will see what happens when I put this in here. So it's basically signing me up for their referral program. I wonder like if they've tested this before. And actually before I put my email in, I want to see if this works, because how are you going to give me a link if you don't have my email? Oh, it asks me for my email. Okay. I'm going to sign up for this. I'm going to email it to Jackie. Jackie at inevitableagency.co. And I'm going to remind her in 3 days. Looks like they use the program called Talkable, which we saw on a different website audit before too. All right, so that's cool. It gives you like stats. I think stats are such a good way to make things like gamified, because people can see how many times they share something and then how many times that it's successful. So it's always a good idea to gamify things and like show people stats, because it's just like how humans work. We like love to see numbers, and just like we're like addicted to progress and things. So that's cool. So I'm going to shop now. Very interesting though. I think that's like the first time we've audited a site where it is, oh, look at this. It shows like the referral program. This is interesting because this pop-up they probably have like a timer where if someone's on the site for X amount of time, then it pops up. But I have been sitting here for a long time, and they're actually probably just like wasting 10%, because I already gave them my email for the referral program, but it actually might be 2 different programs. So I don't know if giving my email to them for the referrals signed me up for their marketing, but I'm pretty sure there was terms and conditions for that. So now they're also asking for my email for 10% off. So it almost is like they should probably edit this pop-up where it's if they don't sign up for the referral program, then show it. But if they sign up for the referral program, like don't worry about doing like another pop-up for it. So just like kind of the customer experience where it's like multiple pop-ups and asking your customers to do things before they shop, like that can get really irritating. So if you've already collected their information, because like that's the point of these pop-ups, is to collect their information in case they don't convert, or so that you can show them your products in the future or your sales, etc. So it's just like not a great user experience if you've already got what you want from your customer and then you're like bothering them again for something. And I probably would have purchased without the 10% off if like this wasn't. So I almost feel like this is just giving 10% off for like no reason. So let's see. I'm going to give them my email, my phone number. We're going to get 10% off. Check my text. We've talked about this in other videos. I can tell this is an attentive pop-up, but PostScript now allows you to just have like a very easy opt-in. So instead of having to reply Y to your text, it actually just sends you like a quick code, and you can just put that quick code in, just like, you're signing into a site and it texts you a code and then you copy paste it, and it's like super easy. That's how the PostScript pop-ups now work, rather than having to like get your customers to reply Y. I don't know if it's my service, but I actually have not received a text from them yet. So we'll wait and I'll check later, but no text from them yet. So let's see if I've gotten my 10% off in my email. Nothing in my email either. So where's my 10% off? INKBOX. All right, we'll give them a second, but it's already been, I would say that I should have it already. So we'll see if it comes through. I want to see what the different types are. So this, I think, is kind of like the coolest part of it, is this tattoo maker. Oh, what did I say? A tattoo marker. No, the custom one. This is what I think I'm looking for. So this is super cool and different than most sites. It's customizable, so you can upload your images and get, like I was saying before, like a tattoo where maybe you think you want it, but you're not sure. So you can, or maybe you don't know where you want it, and you can like put it on your body and see. So this is different, and I think it's super cool that they kind of built this into their site. And like, this is something they must have worked, custom on, and it's not just like an out of the box, Shopify allows you to put this on your site. So it's cool to see brands do things different. And then let's look at, then they just like have so many different, just already pre-made ones. So, what kind of tattoo should I get? Maybe I'll get a chest tattoo. I think I could rock a chest tattoo, but this is funny. Like, these are the chest tattoo recommendations. I'm going to get this Bite Me one. $15. I'm getting it. That's funny. I want to see if they have like I would love to see more of like a kind of funny, because you know how when you like, when my mind goes to like bachelorette and bachelor parties where they will make like custom tattoos or funny tattoos for that, or just anything that's like an event. So I'd love to see like a different category that leans into those things of like events, kind of like when you're shopping on some like apparel sites and they have like wedding or like going out, like those categories. I'd love to see something here because I think they can lean into more of those event type things. But I bet you the like biggest like customers that they have, or the most customers that use this custom part. But I'd be interested to see like what the breakdown of customers are. Oh, collabs. That's cool. Travis Barker collabs. That's awesome. That's a really cool way to just build your brand and connect with different and just spread the news of your, that's super cool. All these collabs. And this website or this experience is really cool too, of what this page looks like. I think this is awesome. Gifts. Oh, you can give gift cards. Gift cards are actually like so annoying on the back end. It seems so simple, but it's an accounting mess because I won't even get into it. But it's cool to see brands lean into it because it is actually, it seems so simple, but it's such a like accounting mess in the back end. So it's cool to see them actually lean into it. I'm going to get these little tiny dancers. I'm going to get a couple of these because I'm going to share them with my friends. All right. Oh, I don't have that many friends. Maybe I have like 4 friends. I don't want to overdo it. Or maybe I should, I'm going to get one more because I'm going to manifest a friend this way. Maybe now I'll have 5 friends. Okay. So let's go and audit the experience part. Oh, they have that Instagram shop part too. Love it. Okay. Oh, I don't really see brands do this that often where they pull just like there's Trustpilot reviews here. Usually brands will use like an e-commerce review site like Yotpo or Stamped.io or Review Me. So it's interesting to see Trustpilot reviews right on their site. Pretty cool. And so they've got FAQs here. Let's see the help center. Oh, searchable help center. Let's go. So let's see. Let's look up return policy. I bet nobody actually returns because 10 results for return policy. So this is what I'm talking about. It's so nice to be able to go into an FAQ, a help center, and search for keywords and find things because now you have data on what people are searching. You can go into, and again, this is great. You've got was this article helpful? Yes or no? I wonder what help center they use for this. Yeah, I wonder what, let's see. This kind of looks like maybe Zendesk. I don't know, but this is how a help center should definitely be, where you've got a search bar. You can put your different sections here. You can ask if it's helpful or not. Oh, and I don't know. Only 27 out of 49 found this helpful. I don't know if I would want to share that with customers because, like, why do they need to know that? It almost makes, to me, if I was like the brand, I'm like, maybe I don't want to share that with people. And I'm sure you can turn that on or turn it off. But you can see this is how it should look, at least in the back end of less than 50% of your customers. Did I do that math right? Yeah. Okay, that was embarrassing. Less than 50% of your customers found this helpful. So maybe it's like, how can we redo this article and make it more helpful? Or are these customers just like annoyed because they can't get a return? Like they just like don't like the policy. But again, if someone doesn't like the policy, you actually should kind of take that internally and say, well, should I change the policy? Like, what's the cost of changing a return policy? Is it worth it to keep like positive experiences? If I change the policy, will it like cost us more money than it does a customer? Because if you can at least keep your customers, even if you don't make money off of like that first order, or if you lose money from accepting a return, are they going to be happy and shop again? And like, will you make up for that in the long term? Because it is really like a long-term game. It's maybe you lose money here, but your customers come back, or they tell their friends and they have like write a good review. All these things you have to weigh the pros and cons of policies. And I always say, talk to my team and call them like profitable rule breakers, or teach them how to be profitable rule breakers, because you might have these policies and for a reason, obviously, but if it makes sense for the customer to change it or to break that rule and it's going to be profitable, then you should do that. So it's cool to see this. Again, I don't know if I would put that customer facing, because it's already like, oh, no one else is finding this helpful. So I love this, though, that they have it all built out. And I wonder what help desk this is. But this is great because you can see the topics, you can see the search bar, and then they have this is not a chat bot, and it might be a chat bot like during business hours, but maybe they're out of business hours or they have it off right now. But it looks like you could put your name, your email, order number, your question. Again, like I say this in most videos, this is nice that you can see that they ask them what the topic is. And if they do it right in the back end, they can triage these topics and sort it by priority or urgency. And then they can also take analytics from it as well. So, oh, interesting. This is, you can check a box that says I have a reaction to the tattoo. This is something that they probably have had, like seeing that they have this option, they probably have had like adverse reactions, which is a really, really sensitive topic in like e-commerce, and being like on the back end is you really have to take these things seriously, and you should have policies for adverse reactions. I've created policies for different like food brands or supplement brands, because if someone has an adverse reaction, there's all these like FDA requirements of what you're supposed to do. And you're even supposed to like report these adverse reactions to the FDA, because and it's actually normal and it's okay. And like things happen because people have allergies, but like you as a brand, it's like really responsible and you want to make sure that you actually report these things, because if a consumer reports something to the FDA, but you haven't reported it, and they see that like the customer has reported these things to you and your brand isn't following the adverse reaction rules, the FDA rules, it's like a big no-no. So I bet you there's been like, they've had reactions, which makes sense because you're like messing with people's skin. But I wonder what their like adverse reaction policy is. But I bet you if you could check this box, they have an alert that's like an urgent alert where they say they put those tickets at the top of the inbox because like they're most urgent, because it's a reaction. So that's really interesting to see, because I don't think I've seen that on another site where they call out that the adverse reaction. And I also wonder if this can like scare consumers if they see this before they check out. I bet you they don't, because it took me like so many clicks to even find this chat bot, but I wonder if it would make people nervous. Let's see. I wanted to see if the chat bot isn't popping up here. So they probably don't see it until they're like need to see it anyway. So I'm sure it's not too bad of a issue. I wanted to look at, okay, so here's another way to sign up. Let's see. Okay, I got my 10% off discount. Welcome to the club. Here's my discount. It looks like it's a dynamic code, meaning this, or maybe not, but it looks like this is a custom code. So this helps if you have a dynamic code. It means it like changes from customer to customer, and it helps you reduce the likelihood of coupon fraud, because you'll see a lot of companies have like their discount code is welcome 10, welcome 20, or 20 welcome, 20 like join. And they get leaked on all these like coupon code sites. So the point of collecting your customers' information and giving them a coupon code is so that you can market to them in the future. So you don't want these coupon codes to be leaked or shared with friends. So this is nice that they have it's a very responsible thing to have dynamic coupon codes. I also love that they have a GIF and moving pictures in their emails, because a lot of brands don't really lean into that, and it makes your emails stand out. So that's cool to see. All right, so I'm going to utilize this. And then that reminds me, let me see if I got my text message. I did. So I got the text message, but there wasn't an opt-in. So it says, welcome, you're in the loop on exclusive details. And it gave me that same code, but there's no, it doesn't ask me to press or reply why. So it might be broken in their SMS flows. And I wonder if it's either a compliance issue because I didn't reply why. But I also did tell them, I did consent on the website. But usually there's double opt-in, and you must do double opt-in for compliance for SMS, because there's so many SMS rules and laws, because it's more of an intimate channel and there's just different rules for it. But it's interesting because you guys saw the pop-up said reply why, and I got the text message and I didn't have to reply why. And I also can't really tell which SMS platform this is, because usually I can tell by the link. But yeah, it just gives me my discount code and no double opt-in. So I wonder if there's something broken. And I wonder too, if I actually am not getting opted in, and then they're going to miss my number for future marketing. But I'd have to poke around in the back end to see what actually is happening. But very interesting to note. Okay, this checkout experience looks lovely. They've got your products in here, and we did a video a couple weeks ago where I was having trouble putting getting things in and out of my cart, and I wanted I had 2 in there, but I only wanted 1, but there was no option to do the quantity in the cart. So this is nice that you can do it here. And you guys saw me try to do that as manifesting another friend. I'm not going to go too crazy and set my goals unrealistic. Only 1 more friend I can manifest. Otherwise I'm going to get disappointed, But I was able to add into the cart add more into the cart right from the cart, rather than having to go back to the product page and add it back in. So just simple things that help with user experience can help just make the experience better, that you might not think it's a big deal, but it's just an annoyance for your customers. And the more clicks that your customers have to make, the more frustrated people get. We're so impatient nowadays. So every little thing that you can do to make things smoother for your customers, the better. So it's nice to see this cart experience. And then it looks like they have different items that we can add in. And it's nice because I didn't see any of these items on here. It looks like they've got tattoo removal, the development patch, tattoo moisturizer, all these, and then different suggestions for a tattoo. So, and you could add it to the cart super easily. So I'm going to add this tattoo remover. And then it regenerated some different options. So this is nice because it gives me 2 more options that maybe I want to add these now that I already put the tattoo remover. So just a really, really easy way to build the cart and create a higher average dollar value. Now, let's continue to checkout. Okay, and you can see that we're on Shop Pay, and it looks like there is a proactive notice here, which is nice because it's showing that, as in customer support, it's really hard sometimes to get like your web team or your marketing team to put things on this page because they're concerned about conversion. And it's a valid concern because if you get this order notice and it says like let's say it's like 3 business days, our artists are working hard to get your tattoo edited and printing. And so this is for custom designs. So it is a possibility that like it could decrease conversion because maybe people don't want to wait that long, but it's only 3 business days. But with marketing and you're like always trying to increase conversions, it can be scary for like a marketing team to put a notice on here like that. But it's always best to set expectations for your customers. Otherwise, they're going to order it thinking they're going to get it right away. And even if some customers don't purchase because of this delay, at least you're not making people angry. And I think it's always a better experience to just like set the expectations up front rather than telling your customers one thing and then under delivering. So this is cool to see that they're leaning into these notices, and this is something that you can do right in the back end of Shopify. And I think that companies should lean into this more. The one thing is though, you always have to remember to turn it back off when you're like you're back into like, if you can start delivering within 1 to 2 business days. You never want to leave something on here that you forget about. So it's always like, if you put something like this on your site, put a calendar reminder so that you can like remember to take it off, because it's kind of one of those things that you can like set it and forget it, and you don't want it there unless you actually have like a delay. So I'm gonna put in my discount code here. And it looks like it successfully worked, which is awesome because you guys have seen we've done this in the past and then the coupon code doesn't work. So this is great to see. Got my 10% off my whole order, and it's telling me my total savings, which is also very nice. And I'm going to go to Shop Pay, and it it kept my discount code here, which is great because sometimes when you're like, the more clicks you can like lose, like if it's not set up properly, it might drop the discount on accident, but it pulled it in, which is great. And again, they have installment options with Affirm. So if I wanted to pay in installments, that's great. It probably helps with conversion for customers who might not want to drop like the $100 now. They could pay in installments of $24. So that's really great. I want to minimize waste. All your tattoos and everything you need to apply will be packed in one envelope. I wonder like why they wouldn't, like why would they pack it in different envelopes? This could be sometimes when brands have different warehouses, they'll have different inventory in different warehouses. So and you see this on like Amazon when you check out, it gives you an option to put things in different boxes or put like, it might take a little bit longer for the shipping, but you can like save waste by putting it all in one box. But I don't really understand this one because they don't tell you what's the pros and cons of doing this. So I think that to like help the customer's brain, you might want to say like, I don't know if it would take longer to do that, you might want to tell them, but it's confusing because you don't know what the pros and cons of are checking this box. So just something my CX brain thinks about that other people probably just like scroll past and like don't give a fuck. But all right, we're gonna press pay now and see if we get a welcome email or a confirmation email. Oh, look, I got another email here too to my like other email. That's my Shop Pay. Oh wait, no, no. I'm wrong. This is my same email. We already looked at that one. Okay, here we go. This is my email that's connected to my Shop Pay account. And here's my order. And this is the confirmation email. Oh, again, it gives me you can tell that the brand either is getting like hella support emails that's hard to keep up with, or they're just very, very good at being proactive, or maybe both. But this is nice because it looks like they've added in to their confirmation email, just like setting expectations of processing time. But it's different from the message at checkout. So again, probably something like someone like me notices this stuff and someone might not. But remember at checkout, it said like 2 to 3 business days. And maybe I read it wrong, but now this is saying 4 to 5 business days. So this might upset customers who are already, they read that notice and it said 2 to 3 business days, but then they get this email after they check out and it says 4 to 5 business days. It could be kind of like a frustration for your customers. So it's so hard to keep up with though, because you have notices all over the place and maybe they forgot about the notice at checkout. So like for me, I'm very, I understand all of that, but as a consumer who doesn't know how like hard it is to keep up with all of these different places of communication, this could really, really kind of anger someone. And then look, it says editing time is 10 business days. So this is, it's kind of sad to see if someone has already checked out and then they get a different messaging, but I wonder if there's messages in there like support complaining about it or canceling orders. But regardless, it's good to it's better to put this here than not tell the customers and then it actually take that long. So you can tell that they're really good at being proactive, but it's just like so hard to keep up with because then once they get back on track again, this email has to be edited. There's so many like places to edit and keep up with. So it's really good to see that the company is being proactive and they're communicating, because otherwise you would just get complaints reactively and customers would be very, very upset. So otherwise, the only other comment I would say about this like confirmation email is it's kind of wordy, and it's nice to get emails that have like their welcome email, for example. When we were looking at it, it's very aesthetically pleasing. It's got pictures. It's got GIFs, moving pictures. There's a tool called Wonderment that does a really good job at helping people with their like confirmation, their shipping, all of those like transactional emails post-purchase that help you edit it so that it looks like this. You can do it without Wonderment, but there's they'll help you do like a custom tracking page and all these things. So it's nice to see when brands have something like that. Otherwise, it's just very wordy and not very like on brand. So overall, I think that the experience was great. Oh, interesting. Again, so this is actually the pop-up that popped up after I purchased, and it's telling me the referral program again. I wonder if they would have, if you can see that this is my email that's on my shop account, but I put my other email. When we did this at the beginning, you remember we sent a referral to Jackie. So this popped up again, but I wonder if I used the same email, if it would have not done that, or maybe it would have. But again, they're trying to get me to like do their referral program. And I'd love to know like the success of this referral program, because again, the referral programs are just like notorious for being very hard. It's cool. I don't need huge savings. So looks like they have a post-purchase survey. How did you first hear about it? I'm going to say from a friend. Is that an option? No. Oh, wait. No, yeah, it is. I'm just blind. Okay. From a friend. Where have you ever heard of INKBOX? Check all that apply. I'm going to say an influencer, Instagram, and an ad. Why did you purchase? To express my personality and feelings. I love that. To see if I like the idea of a tattoo on my body. I'm going to say for a gift. for self-love or mental health. That's so cute. I love that they're like leaning into that. What's my age range? What's it to you? What gender identities do you most identify with? How interesting. I would love to see these answers. Very cool questions post-purchase. Again, when we talk about surveying your customers, I love to see it because it really gives the brand or gives the customers a feeling of being connected and that your company cares. And hopefully they're using this survey information to improve their brand and listen to their customers. So it's always great to see these surveys post-purchase. Overall, website was really fun. I think that they're doing things that are different, which is great to see. It's not like your same old website. The custom tattoo thing is very cool. I'd love to see them lean more into those events. And there's just like some of the SMS stuff is just like peculiar, I would say. But we love to see the searchable help center and being able to say yes or no to those articles. So that was great. But yeah, overall, love the experience. I can't wait to see if I make another friend. Maybe I'll like let you guys know if I make another friend and then I have 5 friends instead of 4 and then I can get them tattoo. We'll see. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little bell so you don't miss another video like this. And don't forget to share it with your friends, your families, your grandmas, your grandpas. Everyone wants a temporary tattoo. So we'll catch you in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed.